Well, this time I will do it in time. And in case you're wondering, yes, my voice is hoarse. Although part of me wanna say that it's actually sounding a bit better than before, but then again, maybe I'm lying. To tell you the truth, I don't know if my voice will ever become normal again. But I'm saying that as a pessimist, not as a fact. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's go to the real part here. Hi, for those who are watching. It's the next episode of the High School DXD. This time I actually managed to find out when it was going to, you know, premiere, so to speak. Alright, about this episode then. Well, first of all, we see some funny moments here and there from our cast, as well as being formally introduced to Kuno, the fox girl we saw before. But first of all, the episode starts pretty strange though, with a flashback that we do not know have happened. Apparently, a long time ago, the Rias Gremory um, peerage fought against what they called was the hero faction of the Chaos Brigado, which is the terrorist group. And apparently, they were using one of them was a shadowed man who used power of the shadows. Apparently, these seem to be different than many other. So elsewhere, the uh, as they all later on, the team of the Kyoto begins to take a trip to the place together with Kiryu, the that little more naughty girl that is friends with Ashia, Zenovia, and Irina. Part of me hoped that she would have been reincarnated into a devil, but I don't think she will. She's just an important side character. The team keep on walking, see many different relics. Ashi and Issei hears that they are incompatible, but later on, Issei and the team runs into the yokai. Oh, the, sorry, the Kitsune yokai. However, they do not attack them this time. Instead, takes them to the yokai hometown, which seems to be a place shrouded in night with lights, where we see many yokai. However, only those that are familiar with Japanese culture will recognize what kind of species these are. Me, unfortunately, I have heard some of them, but I don't know them by name. I have heard of a species that is said to be connected to Weald, as well as a floating head, but I don't know the name of them. Either way, it's a pretty cool looking town. They are taken to the princess and the current leader of the yokai, Kuno, which is the same girl that attacked them last time, and the one that I said. The misunderstanding has been cleared, and she begged them for forgiveness. The team immediately forgives her, because after all, they are those kind of guys. Issei gives her encouragement, also saying her vengeance on finding her mother would make sense. The yokai explains that Sarah Fall, who is also there, as she said she was here for job, the princess, which is strange, would have preferred to call her queen, but the real leader, Yasaka the nine-tailed fox, uh, has somehow been kidnapped by the hero faction of Chaos Brigado. And we see a painting of uh, Princess Yaseksha. And let me tell you, her oppai are huge. So the team has said that in order to strengthen the relationship, Kuno will act as their guide in her human form, as well as they search for her mother. Then we're treating to some fan service scenes, including still a scene with Kuneko Akino and Rias taking shower. I have to say, I like that a little bit more than the other scene where Akino, Zenovia, Irina, and uh, Ashia intrudes on Issei during the night, all in order to, well, have his genes. Strange thing is, those scenes felt a little bit more distracting uh, than the shower scene between Zenovia and all the others. Don't really know why. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that Zenovia is always so obsessed about having children with Issei. Well, Issei's dream is to be a harem king, so I think once upon a time in the future, he probably will have children. Then again, if you have read the light novel, I think you can almost guess what will happen. So it's the, of course, those scenes felt a little bit big, but but also pretty nice to see the oppai of all the other team. Later during the next day, the fan service scenes are over as Kuno decides to guide the team throughout Kyoto. Although Kyrio gets apparently thinks she's so cute, so she hugs her, which Kuno do not really appreciate. However, later on during the bridge, they are suddenly surrounded by a fog, where the hero faction of Chaos Brigado begins to surround them, led by a guy who is holding the spear, the same guy that we saw in the very first episode. I know who this guy is, though, so it's no spoiler to tell you. The guy is voiced by the same guy that voiced the Aniki from Iron Blooded Orphans, as well as the voice of Aknologia on Fairy Tail. But the character he's voicing is called, I don't know how to say his name though. Cow Cow Chow Chow. I mean, it's CAO and then CAO again, I think. So I don't know how to say that, forgive me. The another scene that is not important about comedy is that Rosa Weiss do not really play any important scene in this scene. Only the fact that Azazel encouraged her to be a little bit more open and not having a boyfriend. So she begins to drink, and only after one drink that she gets drunk, and she begins to talk, well, in slang. I think the translation is trying to say that she's talking a little bit Nordic when she does that, because Valkyria came from Scandinavia. But I digress. Another comedy scene is the fact that they cross a bridge that is said to, depending on you go, you will lose behind or leave something. So Curio mocks the perverted trio by saying if they walk behind, they will have no intelligence at all anymore, which was pretty funny. However, the hero faction has now gathered. I do not know which one of them they are, but can the team defeat them? Something tells me no, because despair always wins in these situations. All in all, this was an episode that just introduced the Kuno better, and yeah, she's very adorable. Other than that, just a setup chapter for the team. The flashback episode was to at least give us more background information on the hero faction. Fan service, again, I think I prefer the shower scenes before the intruding on the night scene. Don't know why though. But then again, the girls' oppais are as glorious as ever. Still, I don't really know what the intruding of the night scene that I don't really like. Maybe it has something to do with Ashia's intruding. Being so perverted doesn't suit her that much. But hey, it is what it is, and that's what makes this series worth watching. We will just have to wait to the uncensored episode to see the oppai for real, though. So yeah, give me your thoughts if you have any. Other than that, this was just a setup chapter. Nothing big really happened.